Hey guys, it's Shane from Jaggs Journeys. Here we are once again for another weekly live stream here on Jaggs Journeys YouTube. I hope everyone had an awesome weekend and awesome day today. And just want to say thanks for those jumping on right now to the live stream a little bit earlier tonight. So decided to just get on here a little bit earlier to obviously try and make it an earlier night for most. I can't always do an early one, but I'll do my best. So where I can, I shall do my best to get on early. Just want to say thanks to everyone to jump on tonight. Hey, Ryder. Didn't get a chance to tune in last week. Excited for this week's. Thank you very much. X-Lights of Orion. I beg your pardon. Thank you very much. I hope your cosplay stuff's going all good. And certainly Supernova's not too far away now. So that's if you're going to the Gold Coast one. I'm sure you probably are. Hey, Josh, Daniel, Harry, Bodie, Family Odyssey 22. Thanks for jumping on. Hey, Aiden. Can't stay for long. That's okay, mate. I appreciate anyone jumping on. Beats talking to myself. So, well, I kind of am anyway, but no, not really. But yeah, you know what I mean. But no, thank you so much. Josh is saying it's his birthday this Wednesday. Josh, I hope you have an awesome birthday this Wednesday. And I hope you get to do something fun on your birthday, mate. I hope you get to have an exciting day. Hey, Carly. Cool. Now, just a reminder, everyone, the chat is the live stream chat is moderated. I have a moderator on, so I don't mind sort of what we talk about as far as theme parks, attractions, events. If you guys want to mention something, that's all good. Let's just stay on topic. And if you guys do notice someone spamming or anything inappropriate, just let us know. My moderator should pick up on it. But yeah, the more eyes, the better. All good. Hey, Matt. How you going? Peter. What have we got there? Evening from sunny Sydney. Good evening. I hope it was a nice sunny day there today. Thanks for doing these again and chat with your fans. My pleasure. I love doing that. Anyone have an idea for a name for Jaggs fan club? I actually consider all of my subscribers as VIPs. So maybe call it, I don't know, Jaggs VIP Club or something like that. But it's not just for, it's for anyone who subscribes, because I consider anyone who subscribes to my channel is a VIP. So, But anyway, if you guys want to come up with that yourself and let me know, then that's all good too. Not a problem at all. Josh is saying Josh just mentioned it's his birthday on Wednesday, and he said he's going to Top Golf this weekend with Alana. So, mate, that sounds exciting. Well, as most of you hopefully might know, I just visited Top Golf on Friday, just gone, with 3 friends. So we had Riley from That's So Mid, Adrian from AU, a theme park fan, and Dane from Dane's Theme Park Life. We all went to Top Golf. So last Friday was the reopening day after the long closure. Obviously, it had significant damage there after the Christmas night tornado, which literally went through and ripped the whole nets apart, and also caused some damage in the inside part where the scoring systems are on the grounds inside there. So a lot of work had to be done. I'm sure it was a very expensive job to fix. But yeah, so it was great to have it open again. And I tell you what, it was such a good night. If you haven't already seen it, I have dropped a video on that. I dropped that one last night on YouTube. It's a pretty easy to watch video. I was conscious of, people watching a video of just people just hitting golf balls. So it's kind of not like that. It's more of a video of how our night was. We were having fun, having a few drinks. We had some food as well, and we all had a few hits as well. So hopefully you guys have seen the video and enjoyed it. And if you haven't, please check it out. It's on there. Also, I did drop a story on the Saturday as well. That's gone now, obviously, but I think it's still on TikTok, actually. You can check us out on TikTok. I got some heaps of videos on there as well. But yeah, Top Golf is awesome. If you haven't been, I'll definitely recommend it. And it's best to go with a group. So each bay takes 8 people maximum. And you can split the cost up as well, because you'll have to get online and check out the prices. They actually alternate, depends on the time of day you go, the day of the week that you go as well, and obviously how many people. So how it works is you do have to book it online. There's 3 levels there, by the way, too. It's a 3-level venue. So we were in the middle section. I think the best is the top and around the center. Obviously, not everyone can get there at that spot, but definitely anywhere you go is awesome. That's for sure. So you don't have to be a golfer either, by the way. I'm not. I don't play golf. I play mini golf occasionally. And anyway, I got a few hits in, and I think I ended up coming 3rd for the night. But I did notice on the tally board that I was missing 1 ball for that last ball. I think you get 20 balls each to hit, and I think I only hit 19. So don't know where the other one went to. But anyway, I may have came second. You never know. But the actual golf balls have RFID chips in the balls, and you have a computer screen. You put your names in, and basically you hit your name, and then the ball. When you hit the ball, it goes into the target, and with the RFID technology, it works out how far the ball's gone and the points, and then it's all tallied up on the screen, which is heaps of fun. And you pay at the end. So I mean, your food and drinks is just done with a QR code. Which is just on the wall of your booth. So you can just do that, order drinks and food just whenever you want, and it just gets served to you there, and you pay on your credit card when you do that. But as far as the cost of the actual evening, because there's a chance that you may want to stay a little longer and do another game, which is what we did. So we played an extra game, and we're there probably a couple of hours all up. So then they work out how much it is at the end. So what do we got? There was, so there was 4 of us, and we paid $28 each for 2 games. So I think that's pretty good value. And we had just had an awesome night. So, recommend getting back there to Top Golf. At night is different from the day, because obviously you've got all the lights, and then the actual targets on the field are colored as well. So it makes it a bit more interesting. Plus there's night entertainment there. DJ was going. It was like a party atmosphere. It was really cool. So that's just it's like that every night. So I'll just recommend getting along to Top Golf if you haven't been, and it wasn't on your plans. If you're coming to the Gold Coast, it's a good night out. It's a nice way to spend the evening, have some dinner there. You don't have to order food. You can just play the golf. But obviously you'd need drinks because it's pretty hot up there. But yeah, all in all, we loved it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't seen it, check it out, and get back to Top Golf. It was awesome. Cool. I see everyone coming on now and commenting there thick and fast. So thank you, everyone. Let's see. I want to go. Ryder's going to Movie World on the weekend. I hope you have an awesome time. I was actually at Movie World last Saturday. I just went for a quick visit, really just to see if there was any changes to the Flash Speed Force construction. There was very minimal change in a week that I can see, because obviously Superman Escape is down on maintenance and still is for another month, I think it is. So we couldn't actually see really much other than the walkway that goes into the ride area. They've put some walls up on there. That was really the only thing that's changed in a week. So I don't know if I will even go back this week or not. I may do, I might not, but I had to look around the rest of the park, and it was dead. Movie World was a ghost town on Saturday. Absolute quietest I've seen it in a long time now. It was really, really, really humid. Like it was 30 degrees, 30 plus, I think it was. And at one point, it even drizzled a bit. So it must have been around 99% to 100% humidity. It was a sweat, and a little bit uncomfortable. I didn't. Again, I wasn't there long, probably a couple of hours, and I got there around maybe 10:30. Yeah, about 10:30 to 12:30. I did not see one character at all. Don't know. Now, I'm not saying there wasn't any that day, because I know that the Looney Tune show came out, but apparently there was only 3 of them in that show instead of 4 or 5. So for that dance, Looney Tune kids dance, they have dance party at the top of Main Street. I missed that because I was down at the other end of the park, but yeah, I didn't see any roaming characters at all. I don't know if it was a temperature or what, but it was just really dead. And to be honest, because there is a few rides down, the major ones like Superman and Batwing at the front of the park there. Doomsday's also down still. They're all down to the 29th. They reopen on the 30th of March. But yeah, it was really, really quiet, and it was kind of boring. And I don't mean any disrespect from that, but I was kind of bored. Like, it wasn't anything for me to really film much of. So that was just a quick video, an update of what I could see for you guys. Can't really see anything into Wizard of Oz at all either. And in fact, one of my subscribers messaged me last night, I think it was, or early this morning, and said that they went on, must have been backwards seats of DC Rivals Hypercoaster yesterday, and they reckon all they can still see is just the footings for the vertical poles for the roller coasters. Really not too much else. So in terms of Wizard of Oz anyway. So interesting. Yeah. There's certainly a lot of work they got to get done there to have it open by the end of this year. But as we know, those things come together, and there'll be a lot of work going on that we can't see, obviously, as well. So I'm sure it will come together fast. Flash Speed Force, I was contemplating wondering whether the ride vehicle has been put on yet. But again, one of my VIPs who was on the Rivals, I reckon they've seen in there, and there's no ride vehicle on the Speed Force, Flash Speed Force just yet. I'm picking, though, they probably would have it on there by the time that the Superman ride reopens. So whilst that whole area is closed off completely, no doubt that's the best time to put that ride vehicle onto the track there for Flash Speed Force. At least then, after the 30th, once all that's reopened, we'll be able to get back in there and have a look, and then hopefully show you guys, hey, it's on there. It's it's coming together. So yeah, I guess there's a lot of excitement about that now, because people don't know when it's actually going to be open. We keep getting teased with it's opening soon, so we're not sure when. Movie World did obviously make a bit of an announcement on their social medias last week in regards to Flash Speed Force, saying they're going to have a behind the scenes look through into the precinct there soon. So now I'm not sure if that's a TikTok only thing that they do on TikTok for subscribers. I'm not too sure on that one. Haven't seen it yet. I don't think they've done that yet, that behind the scenes look. If they have and someone's seen it, let me know. But I think that's something that might be coming up actually soon. So anyway, you should keep an eye on Movie World social media, because you'll hopefully be able to see that behind the scenes look into there really soon. So that'll be exciting to see what's going on there. As I mentioned last week, there's a little bit of 2D theming that's starting to go up in there that we can see through the fence, similar to what they have done with the Green Lantern and DC Rivals with the comic strip sort of on the flat metal or wood surface. So yeah, that's something that looks like they're doing in there. I think they will also still have some molding as well, like a figurines or something in there. I'm sure they'll have something else with the theming. So yeah, all in all, Movie World is pushing ahead with it anyway. So we'll as soon as we get a date from them, we'll let you all know. So yeah, getting back to Josh heading to Movie World and Ryder this weekend. sorry, Josh is going to Top Golf. It was right ahead in the movie world this weekend. Not too much is sort of open, although I'd definitely get down to Wild West Falls. It was only a half-hour wait. It was such a hot day. I'm like, I'm riding that ride today. Went down there. I checked the app. It was a 5-minute wait. I'm like, awesome. That's walk on. It's so humid. Don't have to wait in that sweat box with all those people. Got there. The sign out the front said 30 minutes. And as we know, that board and the app times are always a bit different. So I thought, that's probably, from earlier on, what have you. Went in there, it was packed. So it was at least 30 minutes in there. And it was just so humid. And yeah, obviously with many people crowded in the one spot, I was just like, nah, I'll just pass. So hit some air conditioning instead to cool down a bit. But anyway, rides. I think the DC Rivals Hypercoaster, the longest I'd seen that was 30 minutes on that day as well. And I think it was at one point only about 25 minutes. So yeah, pretty good all in all. Green Lantern was about the same. I think it was less, even 15 to 20 minutes. So yeah, it's when it's quiet like now, it's a good time to get to the parks and just get some rides in. Cool. I was doing 3 parks that day, so I was sort of running that day. So, all right, what have we got? Just roll back a little bit here, and again, thanks to everyone who's coming on and saying hi, hello, good evening. I appreciate everyone saying hi and welcome to the chat. Okay, Annette saying that they noticed when they were at SeaWorld Carnival that they changed the dolphin show. Okay, so Annette, what did they change? Was it the actual flow of the show, a different story, or what was it that was different? Let us know. It'd be interesting to see. And did anyone else notice that as well? If you went to Carnival and saw the dolphin show at night, it's interesting. They've changed it. Maybe they made it a bit shorter so you can squeeze more into the night. I'm not sure. We'll find out when Annette replies, hopefully, shortly. 2K, that's got to drop. Hey, mate, I normally come up earlier in the year, but have just booked a holiday on the Gold Coast for May. What can we expect weather-wise, and how busy are the theme parks in May? So pretty much in May, I think the weather's still pretty good because it's only, Easter's, Easter this year is end of March and into April. April's still normally pretty good. It will be cooling down a little bit, obviously. Depending on where you're from, though, it's probably not going to be cold for you. Probably still be quite warm. I generally only put a jacket and a jumper on for around about maybe 1 to 2 months of the year, and that's sort of more at night. Occasional days we get a few cooler days now and then, but May's still pretty good. You'd be right, t-shirts and shorts, but I'll just take like a light jumper or something. We don't really get too much rain or anything around then, I don't think. So, yeah, saying that, it's probably going to team down now, but but you never know. I mean, the weather's been so crazy and weird, actually, in the last, 2 years or so here. It's been quite out of the ordinary. So, yeah, I don't know if we can sort of forecast that properly for you, but if you Google Gold Coast weather in May, it can generally tell you what it's generally like and temperature wise as well. It should still be pretty good. As far as theme parks are concerned, it's after the holidays, so not busy. So that's good. My suggestion is, of course, like I always keep saying, jump on the app. So if you're going to Dreamworld, check out the Dreamworld website. Or if you're going to Village Roadshow theme parks, check out their app. It has all the ride, maintenance, downtimes on there. So it's already got pretty much the whole year is already out on there for all those parks. So you can plan ahead. When am I coming to the Gold Coast? What is going to be operational and what isn't going to be operational? So check that out. Just avoids disappointment when you get to the park. Now, I know sometimes you can still get there and there could still be a ride down that wasn't on there as unexpected maintenance. Unfortunately, sometimes that does happen as well. But generally speaking, that's pretty much what's on the app. So check out what rides are open, what's closed on maintenance, and then you'll know what is open. And then maybe I guess a lot of locals go on the weekends, so maybe do some weekday visits. Although I just said Saturday just gone was really quiet, and it was. Sundays, I think at the moment are a little busier, so maybe Saturday. Sports starting back up again, different sports and things like that. So maybe Saturday mornings into sort of middayish aren't going to be that busy for a while. Maybe it might pick up in the afternoon a little bit, and then obviously Sunday, bang, family day or what have you at the theme park. So maybe weekday visits as well. Hope that was of some help to you guys. Hey Sue, how are you? Good to see Sue and Matt on as usual. Any wedgie news or anything to do with White Water World? We are going on Saturday. Awesome. I haven't heard anything more about that. No, and I mean, obviously, all we know for the wedgie is it's no longer on the website there. Maybe that because that park does close through winter. So after the end of April through to September, Whitewater World at Dreamworld will be closed. It is a seasonal park. So if they're going to get rid of that ride, no doubt that's when they would probably get rid of that. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. And you can probably, I don't know if I'm not sure. I don't think you can quite see that far across from the Gold Coast. No, I don't think you can. But from the outside of the park, you could probably notice if it was coming down during that time. So that's about all the news I've got on that one there. Other than that, it's an awesome park. Get in some slides and swims before it closes at the end of April. Again, Whitewater World is an awesome water park. It's a good size water park because Wet and Wild is bigger by size physically, and there's a few more rides there. But I really like the rides that they have, the variety of rides they have at Whitewater World, and the fact that it's still a big park, but it's not too big, so you navigate around pretty easily and get to everything quite well, and everything seems to run pretty smooth as well. So yeah, awesome park. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I think it's going to be awesome weather this weekend as well, or at least up to Saturday. Not sure about Sunday. I think there might be a little bit of rain due for this Sunday coming, but I think the weekend's going to be hot again. So great day Saturday at the water parks for sure. Josh has watched the Top Golf video. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, my half hour early tonight. I know everyone's saying get early tonight. Yeah, I did put something on Instagram. I know everyone hasn't probably had a chance to check it. I just wanted to, I was able to start the live half hour early tonight. So where I can, I will, because I know there's a lot of people that jump on from other states that are on daylight saving and also other parts of the world that are early morning. So I do try where possible. It's just usually I'm home from work kind of late-ish and then time getting dinner and all that sort of thing. But I was doing a little bit of work from home this afternoon, so I was able to just get myself a bit more organized. So yeah, it was all good. All right. Let's see, trying to see some more of your comments there. We've got plenty going on here tonight. Fantastic. Let's see. Eliana's saying she went to the World Carnival Friday night. Love the Aqualight show. Yeah, how good is it? It's so good, isn't it? It's a shame Carnival now has finished, and I hope everyone on here at least had a chance to get to Carnival. I know not all of you would have, because some of you are not here in Queensland, but if you haven't been to Carnival before, maybe one year try to get up here, try and make the visit. Carnival's a great night. I think they do need to sort of change it up a little bit. I know that they sort of blueprint the event and just run with it, but this year, and I sort of mentioned it before, but I felt it's a little bit disjointed. It was what I mean by that is, so they break the park up into countries. There's 4 countries they focus on: Rio de Janeiro, Mexico, New Orleans, and Africa. So and you got the precincts, right? So Rio de Janeiro. Yep, they have all the Brazilian Rio de Janeiro dances, which is what you expect, right? And the drummers, which is what you expect, and the music. And I love all that kind of music. It was awesome. The vibe's cool. They had a bar set up there, but no foods for that particular country. And I don't know what the traditional foods are. Maybe I'm not too sure actually, but someone might know. But there's still no foods up there. But anyway, entertainment was awesome. You go down to Mexico, and so you get to Mexico. Um, they had a few people dressed in like traditional Mexican, attire or costume, but there was a couple of things missing this year. This year I didn't see the is it the mirror? I always get this wrong. Is it the mariachi band? Someone will fix my pronunciation. So apologies, I got that wrong. I know I got that wrong. The Mexican guys, they have like the trumpets and the drums, and they had a little cart with an umbrella, and they walk around, three of them, and they sing real traditional Mexican. Is it mariachi? Something like that. They didn't have that this year, and that to me just creates that whole atmosphere of that area. Now, I didn't see it the night I went. I did ask a couple of other people that went on other nights. They didn't see that either. So maybe it definitely wasn't there. And also, okay, Mexico foods. What do we got? Turn around. New York dogs. New York dogs in Mexico. I was confused at that. I was like, whoa, okay. Anyway, back in New Orleans in the plaza is where they had like the tacos and nachos and things. And yeah, it felt a little bit like they didn't maybe think, hey, maybe that caravan should go down there, and maybe the New Yorker dog should maybe go in New Orleans. I know it's not part of New Orleans either, but it might sort of fit that better, that theme. The New Orleans seafood boil, which is amazing, by the way. It's so well cooked and presented, and I don't eat seafood, but my wife has it every time and absolutely loved it. And I know they're going to have space to set that up, and that was set up on the stage and then where the Ninja Turtles normally are. That was sort of still in Mexico, though, kind of thing as well. So I don't know. Maybe don't worry about the country theme next year. Maybe just have it as Carnival and just have food stalls wherever. I don't know. I was like looking forward to going to Mexico and experiencing the entertainment and all the foods. Have something to little bites to eat in that area, and then move on to New Orleans, and then same thing: music, entertainment, foods. Then move on to Africa. Africa wasn't even at Castaway Bay this year. It was just sort of just past the castle, and it was just entertainment. There was no foods. Years gone by, they had food in Castaway Bay. They had, I think I tried like a African curried cob soup or something. It was, or some kind of chowder. It was delicious, and it was amazing. Yeah, a lot of people want to try that stuff, and I know sometimes they got to look back and go, how many did we sell? Did we make a profit from that, having that food item? No, we didn't. And we staffed it, and we got all the cost of goods of all the food, and it may have run out of loss. And of course, that's the decisions they've got to make at a theme park, right? They can't always do things just because we want them. It's got to be profitable and make sense. So I get why some of these decisions are made, but yeah, I think maybe they need to think holistically about the whole event. So, and go, okay, does this event make sense? If I'm a guest, if I'm walking through this event, what am I going to see when I walk here? What am I going to see when I walk here? So hopefully someone's listened to some feedback. I guess not just for me. I mean, I'm just no one, right? But hopefully other people have maybe commented or provided some feedback. And it's just constructive feedback, by the way, because they do an amazing job of all of their night events, no matter what. So maybe next year we might see a little bit of a slight tweak to that event. But getting back to that Aquacolor light show, world class, amazing, loved it. You can't miss that. It's just so good. And the high energy dances, the whole event's worth going for that alone. I would like to see a longer event out of these night events, just so you can do things like some more rides and things like that, because it is hard to get everything done in the event and see all the entertainment and then want to get some rides in as well. It's a hard one because it's a short night. All right. Anyway, Carnival all over for another year. It still always is a good event. Josh has watched the Rivertown updates. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have all seen that. So, I didn't plan on doing 3 videos again this week. Just sort of kind of worked out that way. So yeah, again, a couple of shorter videos in the mix there, just some updates, pretty basic updates in between. Again, I know plenty of people are just keen to see the progress of Rivertown and obviously of the Flash Speed Force and Wizard of Oz. And look, you'll always get regular updates on this channel. You guys know that. So it's just a matter of popping back. If there's really no major updates, I mean, we might just throw some photos up, in the in between weeks because sometimes I just don't feel there's a whole video necessary for like no change. So I mean, you guys might say yes, but I mean, no matter what, you'll always get a video a week from this channel. You know that. So whatever it might be, there always will be a video per week. And then whilst there's construction going on, you get other bonus videos or some photos and stuff in between as well. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. Cool. All right. How is the Rivertown construction going? Well, yes, it is going very, very well, actually. It's progressing fast. So if you do jump on and check out my latest video I released yesterday morning, gives you the update of how it looks this week. So a little bit more sort of concreting's gone ahead. It's sort of taking shape. It's still a lot more concreting to go for all the sort of the groundwork and obviously the bases for the tracks and the poles and stuff. So all that's still got to happen. There'll be a heap more work going on, particularly up the back end, so Tiger Island end, which is where the main structure's going, and ride station and all the rest of it's there. Throughout the rest of the area is more Murrissippi Motors tracks and everything. So that will probably start to take shape probably soon, but the bulk of the main infrastructure's got to get done first, which is at the back end. So, yep, a lot's happening there. I've got a couple of people who take photos during the week. They actually weren't at the parks last week. So this week, hopefully they'll be back there and they may send through some photos. So I'm going to go home from work. I normally check on those and update those on Instagram and threads and stuff like that as well, Facebook, just to keep you guys up to date during the week. If you haven't seen much, that just means there hasn't probably been too much, and we'll do a video update instead at the end of the week as well. So obviously there's a lot of time and effort goes into editing, and I do work full time, if most of you probably know that now, during the week. So my video filming day is Saturdays, and I edit Saturday night, Sunday. So yeah, we try and keep up with everything for you guys. So that's how the schedule works. Okay. I just rode Leviathan on Saturday, and I would rate that better than DC. Would you? Two different coasters. I mean, yeah. Look, I like them both for different reasons. I think definitely. I've ridden a couple of wooden coasters in the world, and Leviathan is certainly up there. It's fast. It's exhilarating. The theming in the load unload area is amazing, next level. Lots of different elements on that coaster. It's awesome. Rivals, it's just a monster of a coaster with lots of different elements in there too, and that's pretty full on. So I think they're two different. I don't think you can compare them, but if you say, hey, my favorite is that versus that, there'd be a reason why, right? So for me, I don't know. I really do like Leviathan. Like, I really do like it because it's because it is actually more compacted, and it's 80 k's an hour as a top speed of the Leviathan, but it really does feel like you're going a heck of a lot faster than that because it's low, and it's because it's wooden. It's a bit rough. It's supposed to be like that, and it just feels faster. Hypercoaster, it's a massive coaster. It's long. You can see where you're going. Yeah, so just two different things really. I like them both. So yeah, I probably not one better than the other. I like them both for different reasons. But yeah, they're both awesome. All right. Bodie saying top golf in the wintertime is wonderful. It's not too hot. Once you start playing and drinking, you'd be right there. Actually, it would be quite a good temperature because it is open and you do heat up when you're obviously swinging the golf club. So it would be quite good in wintertime. You're right. Tell you what, the other night it was sweat city. It was obviously very, very humid, very humid. So yeah, there you go. It's a hot tip from Bodie. Go in wintertime as well. Have I ever been to the Infinity World and Surface Paradise? Absolutely, been there a number of times. Awesome little attraction, that one. And just a side note to that, there will be. I'm working on a video at the moment. Watch the space. It may include something like that. So, anyway, yes, awesome attraction and one worth visiting as well. It takes about half an hour to go through Infinity there, which is cool. All right. What else we got? Thanks for all the comments, everyone, by the way. Gold Coast Party Bus. Thanks again for joining tonight, John. Appreciate it. As a local pass holder, you get Top Golf lifetime membership for up to 6 people. Yeah, that's right. Actually, you do get the lifetime membership there. That's right. That's actually good. And when you get your with your annual pass, you get that, and you get I think there's a $20 or 20% off. What are you saying there? $30 and $20 discount vouchers. Yeah, you get some vouchers and stuff. So I think we used a voucher on the night as well. So it's definitely worth doing. And if you got a whole group of you, you could go on a Gold Coast party bus to Top Golf. I know someone who has one. He drives them. Let me know. Ileana's making a costume for Supernova next week. Awesome. Good luck with that. Supernova is coming up. April in the Gold Coast, Supernova. As you know, I'm always at Supernovas. Oz Comic Cons now and then, but every Supernova, Brisbane, Gold Coast, I'm always there, always doing videos. I don't think I've missed one in over 20 years, and it includes the ones I used to go to years ago in New Zealand, the Armageddons. In fact, I think last year while I was in New Zealand when Armageddon was on, I did go to the Armageddon over there in Auckland and did a video as well. It's basically like Supernova. But yeah, I've been going to those events for well over 20 years. Absolutely love them. And make sure you check it out. Unusual for Doomsday to be down. It's on maintenance. You know, till the 29th. And then from the 30th, it'll be open again. Will it go and do the full 360, though? This is the question. This is the golden question. Probably not is the answer, probably. We shall see. Wouldn't it be amazing if it reopened and it went right around again? That'd be what we'd want. And that'd be what Movie World wants too, I'm sure. 100%. Bodie, no, we really haven't had TikTok sub live since December. Yeah, you're right, actually, mate. Spoke to Luke, and they're currently planning out all the lives for the year ahead. Oh, that's good to know. So if you subscribe to TikTok for Movie World, they're supposed to have a lot of behind-the-scenes subscriber stuff, and it was really active during Fright Nights or pre-Fright Nights, and also at Christmas time. You're right there for White Christmas, and nothing really much at all since. So that's good to hear that they are planning out some stuff. So it's good. Ryder saying, regarding Wizard of Oz, someone on the Parks forums said that the Wicked Witch coaster supports the turnaround closest to the Arkham facade has been installed, and one section of track is on site. Yeah, someone told me they'd seen some track coming down on a crane a couple of weeks back, actually. So that probably makes sense. Cool. There was also some artwork leaked. Movie World never released that artwork. The artwork was actually wasn't even the actual official artwork. And someone had, I think they were engaged originally to do concept art. And I don't know how they ended up all over the internet, but yeah, it wasn't released by Movie World, and it's probably not going to look like that. So, just as you guys know, on this channel, on Jaggs Journeys, I'll only release stuff that's actually officially been announced by the theme parks, so that we know that it is actually if, it's able to be released. We're able to talk about it, because yeah, just that's how I operate. Just let you guys know. So you might see stuff elsewhere. If you don't see it on my channel or mention of it, you know it's probably not supposed to be up. I mean, unfortunately, that's what happens with the internet, right? People leak stuff from whatever source, from wherever it gets put on somewhere. I just think that personally, I like to. I'd rather wait till the parks officially announce something and they give, if once it's on their page, then we'll share it. Then we know it's been officially released and it's what's actually happening. Yeah, so yeah, that just wanted to let you know. That's a couple people said to me, "Oh, you didn't post those photos or the artwork." We saw that, and that's why you won't see it on here if it's not official from the actual parks. You won't see it on my channel. Let's see what else we got here. The night show is always a compressed show. I think Chris is talking about the dolphin show at SeaWorld. Might be a slightly compressed show, so that makes sense because it's a shorter night, right? So that makes sense. Okay, TR1783, is that Terminator? I'm not sure. Me and my mate waited 40 minutes for Leviathan because they were adding 2 trains. But it never happened, and then the chain lift became super slow. Oh, okay, that's not good. Yeah, normally it's pretty quick. Okay, Easter's at the end of March. Yes, that's correct. Good Friday is the 29th, I think it is, of March. Squishy Lemon, hey mate. I can't remember if I asked in the past or not, but do you know what improvements or scenery changes are happening to the Scooby-Doo ride? So it is a multi-million-dollar makeover, mostly to the ride operating system. There will be new trains, slight change to the track, probably part of it, maybe not all of it, obviously. And there'll be a test seat out the front. I do know that they're going to be trying to sort of get it back to its original kind of look and feel. Don't know much more than that, but I think a lot of the cost is in the ride operating system upgrades. So that's stuff you probably won't even see, right? Maybe like in the ride operator booth, possibly replacing all of those control panels and everything. That would be millions or thousands and tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars of stuff. So, just, yeah, overall, no specific details, but I'm sure part of that TikTok live subscribe later in the year, hopefully. I don't know for sure, but I'm just guessing that no doubt as things happen, they probably do some sneak peek things for subscribers for TikTok through there. So if you can, I think it's like $10 a month for the Movie World TikTok subscriber. And from time to time, they'll show the behind the scenes at certain things, which is just awesome that they do that. And social media manager there, Luke, he does an awesome job. So so it's just great. They never used to do all this stuff in the past. So it's awesome. There's someone there who's actually got a keen interest to do this and knows that there's people like us that have an interest as well that really want to see what's happening there. So, other than that, I've got no further details at the moment. And also, is most of the main construction going to be finished around 2025? Oh, Wizard of Oz and Dreamworld? No. So Dreamworld, Rivertown, Jungle Rush will be open this year. at the end of the year. So it's scheduled to open. So my again, no official date has been said yet, but I would say it would be so maybe early to mid December. That's my prediction for then. And also with the Wizard of Oz, that would be probably around the same time. The Flight of the Wicked Witch coaster, suspended coaster, is very similarly themed to the new Wicked movie, which comes out in November this year, end of November. So I'm picking it's probably going to be aligning to that. Probably not quite aligned to that, but I'd say if that's at the end of November, then it'll be early December to mid-December for that. So that's what I think. So they could advertise for these summer holidays, come to Movie World, come to Dreamworld, and experience the new attractions. That's when everyone's on holidays. Come and check it out. That's what I think. As for the Flash, we're not sure yet. We're still hoping, maybe, fingers crossed, April. It could be June. Could be June for school holidays. That we'll have to wait and see. But Scooby-Doo will actually be 2025 next year. Unfortunately, we still got to wait. But hey, really, that's only 12 months away, right? We don't know what month, though. So we don't know if it's at the start of the year or if it's the back end of 2025. We're hoping it's kind of going to be in the first part. But I would, again, if I'm going to predict, I would probably say, I mean, sooner rather than later, right? But maybe that June, July holiday period, or maybe even Easter next year, maybe. Again, don't know until it's announced. So we'll keep our eye on everything and let you guys know, of course. We shall indeed. All right. What else have we got here? Now my comments just did that massive jump as they do. So here we go. Stephen, thanks for joining me again so early over there in the US. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. Greetings from you and your wife. Thank you very much. Hoping to see you when we come down. Yeah, mate. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Just have to let us know when you're heading out. I only head to the parks on the weekends, Saturdays particularly. So just keep that in mind. No problem at all. Chris has got their white water caters better from that 8 to 12 age group with the big rides, but are mild, unlike Wet and Wild. It's kids all big and scary. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely White Water World at Dreamworld is definitely a little bit more toward the Dreamworld demographic, which essentially is that younger demographic. But still has a couple of things there for, the thrill seeker or the older kids or adults. So, but yeah, you're right. Wet and Wild's just got like big crazy rides, so slides. As I mentioned too in my Wet and Wild video last week, Aqua Loop, it looks like that is closing for good as well. So we'll have to keep our eye on that one too and see if that is correct. And then we'll have to see what replaces that as well. And the trainers got in the water with the dolphins with more interaction with the dolphins at the dolphin show during the Carnival nights. So obviously a little different from the what they do in the daytime show at Dolphin Cove there. So, okay, cool. Well, that's interesting. Thanks for letting us know about that. And someone else mentioned it was a little bit shorter as well, which kind of makes sense too, being in that night show with the night event. That's always a shorter event, essentially. Cool. Josh is off to bed soon. Good night, Josh. Whenever you head there. Thanks for jumping on, by the way. Appreciate that as well. All right. Josh is off to watch the video as well. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. What's my favorite theme park? So depending on if you're talking about Australia or in the world, I always get asked this question. So in Australia, I actually don't have one single favorite one. And I think that's because I go to them all so often that I really feel that they all each do offer something different. And I'm talking even the likes of Aussie World, Luna Park, Sydney and Melbourne, Gambier World, all the parks here in the Gold Coast and other attractions also. Each park is unique, offers something different that other parks don't have. That's why I don't have a favorite one here. I enjoy going to them all for different reasons. However, if I'm going to pick one for the world, well, it's a tough one, to be honest with you, but it's between Disneyland in Anaheim, because it's the original. It's the original Disneyland. I also love DCA, which is attached or across from Disneyland there. I really love the feeling of DCA. Probably, it's funny, DCA is probably more my kind of park with the way it's themed. Particularly, I love theming with the Cars Land there, and with the just the theming overall is amazing. But you can't beat the original Disneyland and the feeling of the original Disneyland and all the rides there, the nostalgia. So that would have to be my favorite. Then again, I'm also really enjoy Universal Studios in Hollywood because, again, it's themed well, but it's actually one of the original working like studios that is actually a studio. So for TVs and movies. And when I was a kid in the 80s, all the shows I used to watch, you guys probably wouldn't know them. Some of you might. Knight Rider was one of my biggest ones. A-Team. They're all filmed out that way and in those studios, actually. Dukes of Hazzard was filmed at Warner Brothers Studios in Burbank from the second season onwards, just down the road from there as well. So all around that kind of area. It's just a nostalgia and a history of those studios and theme parks. And I was able to go over there when I was younger in the 80s as well and experience those parks. So yeah, but Disneyland, Universal Studios, for me, that's where my favorite parks sit. Yes, it's Jack of Berry again, Harry. Cool. Matt's saying another good live. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Good to catch up. Always good to see you guys at the parks as well. Peter's saying, come year end, Dreamworld's ride lineup is strong, but I feel their attractions or shows are weak. What could they do? Like Movie World Stunt Show or SeaWorld Dolphins. What's Dreamworld? Dreamworld Theater is a bit mid. Look, I would probably have to agree with you there on that. They are trying hard to put a few different other shows in. And what they do put on, they do actually do a good job. But I think someone else mentioned this, I think, last week, that they probably need a parade there or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to have floats. It could just be a dancing parade or something like that gets people, excited, atmosphere. I feel they do need more characters. Now, we sort of spoke about that as well with the people have been asking about the new characters that they've introduced to Dreamworld, currently only as the squirty characters as you walk over the bridge into Kenny and Belinda's Dreamland. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to become the costume characters in the future, particularly once Rivertown's open, right? So you probably will start to see more characters and atmosphere characters around, which is great. But definitely shows is something that they do need more of, or maybe rethought of. I mean, I know a lot of time and effort goes into them, and they're not easy just to put on. And as I say, they do a great job of what they've got, or what they, I guess, what they can use or tools that they have, what have you. But yeah, probably part of their grand planning would or should be maybe a parade, like a dancing parade or something like that. Maybe that involves some singing and dancing, maybe some acrobatic, or when I say acrobatics, maybe some juggling, or I don't know, something like that. People just love seeing something, glued together like a show or parade atmosphere. So yeah, that's probably definitely something they could look at for the future. And look, no doubt I know they have a show and entertainment division there, so no doubt they'll be looking always at what can we do better, what can we do next. So if you've got any ideas, I would also, anyone out there, I'd also strongly recommend to just send the theme parks emails, to their guest services. Hey, could you pass this on to your entertainment department? I've got an idea, or have you thought about this? Because why not? Everyone's just human, and sometimes the best ideas come from the people that enjoy the park the most as well. So you just never know. They might just go, hey, you know what? That's actually a really good idea. We might look at doing something like that in the future. You never know. Might be worth doing. But yeah, hopefully something good will come with the show or improvements. Is there anything you want to see added to White Christmas? Yes, definitely. More hours, like most of the night events. So again, a short event, rushed. Yeah, I think those night events, if they just gave it another hour or so, hour and a half even, doesn't necessarily, like, obviously they'll have rides would want to be open and the shops. Still keep the food open, have some just atmosphere entertainers, that you don't have to have the whole cast out still. But I think there will be a lot of people that will go, after the parade or what have you. But if they do know it's open and you can still go back and get things, and security just aren't there just pushing you out right straight after the Mariah Carey sung the White Christmas song, be good to have maybe bit more music going, a bit more dancing going on, because you see families. Honestly, it's such a nice thing to see at Christmas time, and the parade's just been, and then Mariah Carey starts her song up, and just to see the families just there dancing together, like in Main Street, just the biggest smiles on their faces, no cares in the world, all the problems are outside, just for that moment, those families are just in that Christmas magical feeling that Movie World's created for them. I love seeing that. And I think if they created a little bit more of that sort of that feeling a little bit longer for families, where they could just have a bit more fun for a little bit longer, have the snow still going for a bit longer. I don't know. I just think if a little bit more hours, an hour or hour and a half more into those night events would be what I'd like to see. Other than that, I think they do a wonderful job, and it's very Christmassy. Maybe having that extra hour and a half, they could space things out a bit more rather than having things so back to back to back to back to back, because that's where it was hard. Like, I'm trying to film a video, so I'm running to get everything filmed. But if you're a guest just trying to enjoy and you want to see everything, you're going to be running and not really relaxing too much, enjoying the night. So you're going to miss stuff. But hey, they do a great job and they pack a lot in. Again, cannot fault the entertainers, the singers, the dancers, the costume characters, everyone. Amazing job. I love all those night events. Definitely awesome. But that's what I'd like to see. A little bit longer events. I've just reminded Bodie how good Berry G Active is. It is very good. So no sugar and electrolyte and vitamins. Delicious. And it's very humid. I've got the fan going and it's still pretty humid. And I'm talking a lot, so got to keep hydrated. All right, the Big Crouchy, how are you, mate? Good to see you on here again. We had an awesome night at Carnival on Saturday. I'm glad you guys had an awesome night. Even though it said it was a sold-out night, it really didn't feel like it. Well, that's good. Maybe some people, because obviously when they say it's sold out, a lot of those are pass holders that have redeemed tickets, right, as well. So maybe some of them, if something else has happened, they've gone, no, we won't go because we didn't pay for the tickets. And that happens. So maybe that's what happened. Our last ride on Leviathan was only a 15-minute wait, if that. That's unreal. That's so good, especially for the night events. And Maya says hi. Well, hi to Maya as well. I hope you all had, sounds like you all had an awesome time. That's awesome. That's good to know. 15 minutes. Gee, that's really good. Do you use a GoPro? And what editing programs do you use? So I use a GoPro when I'm filming on-ride POV. Obviously, the parks here don't allow us to do that. But some of the other parks we've been to, so like Aussie World, Rainbow's Inn in New Zealand, and Bio World, we were allowed or given permission to film on the rides. And yeah, it's always GoPro with a chest mount. However, my videos, I use like one of the latest Samsungs, because Samsung phones have the built-in stability controls in there, and the cameras and everything, and the audio is next level. It's pretty much as good as a camera, so if not, probably better. So that's what I use. I'm the type of person who wants to film and edit on the go. So I edit on my phone as well, on the app, and yeah, it's not a free app. There's an app I've paid for, because obviously the free apps are limited use and they have watermarks. The full versions of apps, no watermarks. They have a lot more transitions or effects you can put in there as well. Yeah, obviously I'll source my music from elsewhere as well, so that I don't get royalty claims, I guess. That's the thing. If any commercial music, even in the background, you can get pinged. So if I'm just walking around and I'm saying nothing and just got the ambience of the park, if there's commercial music playing, YouTube gives you a copyright claim. Now, that it's not one that shuts your channel down or anything like that. It's just shared monetization. So instead of getting 5 cents for that ad, for those views, what have you, you might get 2 cents. And then the artist, so if Taylor Swift's playing in the background, she'll get some of that money and I'll get some. So it is what it is. But there's obviously channels that people don't speak, and then that I would imagine that they'd be getting the copyright claims all the time for the commercial music being played in there. But again, they still get monetized. It's just a slight less monetization. Sometimes they'll blanket. Sometimes they'll even like block. You can block it as well, but then it'll just be a dead patch. Hence why I use a lot of different music in most of my videos. Again, just creates a bit of atmosphere, bit of a vibe. It's sort of my vibe. So, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Cool. Will Riverhead Town have 2 rides? So they'll have the Jungle Rush roller coaster, and then they'll have Mississippi Motors. So it's the new vintage cars, electric versions, new rethemed, new track design, everything like that. So 2 rides in there. If you check back on probably the last 2 or 3 of my Rivertown, well, if you search anything with Rivertown on my channel, you'll find information about that, and you'll see that's the Jungle Rush built by Vekoma. Awesome family coaster. This coaster has the ability to go forwards and backwards too, in different pathways as well. It's got an inclined turntable, which is a bit of a first of its kind. I think it's 12 airtime elements on this ride as well. Dedicated show moments inside the building as well. There's it's going to be next level theming. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. So definitely, whilst there's only one coaster going there, it's a really good one, and the theming's going to blow your mind. So it's exciting, really, really exciting, and yeah, definitely excited for the new version of the vintage cars too as well. So. Julie, hey Julie, motor coaster needs to go. I was talking about that in my video actually, about at least the theming of it needs to be changed. You're saying it's the worst rated steel coaster in the world. Definitely a missed opportunity for Rivertown. Yeah, I mean, just because they haven't said anything, it doesn't mean nothing's happening with it. Who knows? I'd say probably, all the focus is going on Rivertown, but I'm sure they're realizing that it doesn't fit the theme. If anything, it needs retheming to start with. So I'm sure there's probably a plan for that. If not now, probably for the future. If they're not, hopefully someone from Dreamworld is listening to our chat and can maybe go, maybe he's right. Actually, maybe it doesn't quite fit anymore. It did fit. Obviously, once upon a time, it was, but again, Dreamworld's evolving and changing, and now you're changing all these other rides and putting new ones in here, and then this one over here is just, doesn't fit. But if just with a retheme, it would fit, right? So even I know the ride hasn't got great reviews and all that kind of thing in the theme park world, but it is what it is. They've got it there, right? So, and it's always busy. People are always on it. So, and I'm sure we've all ridden it many a time. Whilst it might not be your favorite, it's still a ride to ride. And I think if a bit of thought into the theming and into that ride, I think will make a big difference. So let's see. Let's see what happens. But yeah, Julie, well, let's see if they do anything with that moving forward. Keep our eye on that one. What is the next event at Movie World? Because I'm heading to Movie World in July. July, there's nothing planned. However, I'm thinking that's maybe, if it's not going to be already open before then, maybe that's when they're going to open the Flash Speed Force, June, July holidays. So it may be open. Hopefully the Flash Speed Force will be open by then. So ride, yes, but event, no. I think the next event will be Heroes and Villains, and that will be, as per last year, September school holidays. All right, so Heroes and Villains, September school holidays, and then Hooray for Hollywood, Christmas school holidays. That's what they've changed it to. So we'll see. Years gone by, they did run that Heroes and Villains event in the June, July holidays, but I think it's now in the busier holidays in September. More people. At JCE, thank you for tuning in, and you're a new subscriber. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Cheers to that. I appreciate everyone subscribing. By the way, if you're watching my videos and you're not subscribed, can you please hit that subscribe button? It is free. Remember, there's no cost to subscribe to Jaggs Journeys at all. Push a little notification bell. Therefore, every time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Hey, video's up. That's it. So please subscribe. Please. We're aiming for 10,000. Excuse me. We will be making an announcement for 10,000. So, and you'd want to be subscribed too, by the way, to be part of that. All right. So if you've got friends and family who love theme parks, attractions, and they've seen my videos and that they're not subscribed, get them on board. Got some exciting stuff happening ahead. So, yeah, really appreciate everyone's support and also everyone's continued support as well. Always appreciate it. I know there's a lot of other channels out there to watch. I certainly appreciate you guys tuning into the live feeds, tuning into the videos every week, supporting the social media platforms as well. I really appreciate it, and each and every one of you. So thank you all, and let's continue to drive this channel up to the sky. All right. But JCE, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. Riders reckons the Heroes and Villains are June, July. Okay, they used to be. It's September, October now, as per last year. Hey, Jace, how are you, mate? At SeaWorld today, still the Vortex is down. Yeah, I heard that. Have I heard anything about the reopen date for Vortex? Off to Movie World and Dreamworld Thursday. Well, mate, you have an awesome time at Movie World and Dreamworld on Thursday. As far as the Vortex goes, no, haven't heard anything more, mate. There's actually nothing on the website. No idea. So maybe someone on here may have some inside knowledge. If you do, if it is allowed to be shared, let us know. If it's not allowed to be shared, don't share it. Don't want to know about it. We only want to know stuff that's able to be shared. But again, obviously there's some kind of issue. But when it was operational, they'd fix that squeak. That was the most pleasing thing. I couldn't believe I was watching it going around, and I was like, "Have I gone deaf?" Because there was no. Remember that screech it would make. It was horrible. They've gave it a really good oil or something. So it was great. It sounded amazing. It sounded like it should sound, right? So but I don't know what else is happening to that ride. Unfortunately, it's disappointing. SeaWorld is susceptible to rust, being right there with the ocean's edge, right? So I know even in years gone by, that park struggles with rust. Anything steel, rust there. Even in the retail stores, sometimes the jewelry rusts. If in slower selling lines, maybe that might be there a while. Because CE it can make stuff rust really, really quickly. So, sometimes the necklaces and chains and things can start to get rusty, and they got to sort of mark them down or get rid of them. So, yeah, it's a challenge. So it probably definitely the environment has a lot of impact, I'd imagine, on the rides and the operation of those. So keeping that in mind, that's probably some of the battle they've got there. Maybe. Do you think that Rivertown will expand to the island in the middle of Dreamworld? I think it'd be a great addition if they made a bridge for the vintage cars. Yeah, it'd be cool. Someone else mentioned to me, one of my subscribers actually, mentioned that there's this particular weed over there. I think he said it was called Singapore weed. I think that's what he said it was. I'm not sure, but apparently it's something they got to get rid of. It's not great. So I think that island, in its current state anyway, is probably not worth, going over. It needs a bit of work. It needs to be cleaned up. So let's hope they get in there and clean that up. And then, hey, you never know. I mean, obviously, years gone by, they had the what was it, the Bush Ranger show on there. So you went past on the boat, on the steam. What was it, the steam ferry thing or whatever it was? They had that riverboat, and you could watch the show in the middle there. It was pretty cool. So I don't know if the rides are going to go over there or not. Probably, I'd say not. I don't think it's on the plans that we've seen. So, but you never know. It may end up being something. Did Wizard of Oz construction start before Rivertown? Yes. But keep in mind, there is 2 roller coasters going in there. Well, 3 really, because 2 of them are actually dueling boomerang coasters in the Wizard of Oz area. So essentially, 3 coasters going in there. It's quite a bigger area than what Rivertown is. So, however, as we've seen in many of their other projects at Dreamworld just gets in and gets the job done like really, really quickly. So, same with Steel Taipan. So yeah, I think they're just putting all the resources into it to just get it done. So, which is amazing. Julie, you should do a review on Surfers Paradise Slingshot. Watch this space. That's all I'm saying about that. Watch this space. Kobe, do you like Kermit the Frog? Yes, I do like Kermit the Frog. Not theme park related, but yes, I do like Kermit the Frog. Big fan of the Muppets when I was a kid. Thanks for asking. Supernovas on the 13th and the 14th of April. Daniel, thank you. Yes, we'll be heading to that for sure on the Saturday. Zach, apologizing for being late. That's okay. I was early, so it's all good. But thanks for jumping on, mate. Appreciate it. Bodie, I wish they got rid of Doomsday and replaced it with a double screaming swing like at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Yeah, actually, that would be a good fit for there, right? So, hey, you never know. If I was Movie World, I'd be asking for my money back or part of my money back for that ride from the manufacturer. Maybe that's what's happening. So maybe, we don't know what we don't know. So we're all going, oh, what's happening with this ride? In the background, they could already be working on something to get rid of that. And let's just watch the space or fix it. So we'll see. Wonder if Dreamer will extend more rides in the old cars area after it closes. Possibly, yeah. Excuse me. Yes. Well, once that vintage cars area closes, that land, and then obviously there's other land where the log ride was as well. So there's a fair bit of land in there, right? In and around there as well. So let's just hope. I'm pretty sure there is quite a lot of plans in place for Dreamworld. And what I mean by that is in stages. So Rivertown's probably stage 2 of a grand plan of, I don't know how many stages. Let's just say 5 or 6 stages, right? I'm just pulling a number out of the air. It would be because stage 1 was probably all the stuff they've already done with the flyer, Kenny and Belinda's Dreamland, Taipan, all that sort of. Well, actually, that maybe we're up to stage 3 or 4, and maybe there still is another 5 or 6 stages to go. We just don't know. But I know that they do have master plans for the future, and definitely they plan on adding to the park, obviously. So, yeah, we just have to be patient and wait for updates. Lucky you got Jaggs Journeys to tune into for all your updates. Trevor, how are you, mate? Thank you for jumping on. Apologies if your message has been retracted there. Mate, just chuck it on again. I do have a moderator who's moderating messages, so I don't have any control over the moderator. They make the decisions on, I don't know, on content or what have you, but that's okay. We'll go back to that perhaps later. All right. I would recommend going on the Batwing once it's open again to tell us what you see from the Wizard of Oz precinct. Yeah, I plan to actually. That's definitely want to do that. Trevor again, do you know if they're going to use the vintage cars anywhere in the park when the ride shuts down? No, I haven't heard if they're going to do that, mate. Good point though. Even if having some kind of photo op display area maybe made up would be cool, but no, I haven't heard of anything. I mean, they're pretty nostalgic, right? I mean, a lot of people still like those, the sound of them and memories of them from when we were younger. So, yeah, but I haven't heard, so I don't know what their plan is for those. But if we hear anything, we'll let you know. We'll put it on the channel for sure. But that's a good point. Very good point. Really good point. Thanks for the coffee too, by the way, mate. Once again, I appreciate it always. Caleb saying they fixed the brake squeak. Yes, on Vortex. Definitely they fixed something. Definitely. I just lost my place. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I lost my place, but okay. Trevor, thank you. I've lost my place, and then all the text rolled away from me. So thank you, Trevor, for the super chat there. I appreciate that very much. It's very kind of you, and you're very kind to me, and I appreciate it. But thank you so much. It's always appreciated, and everyone that supports this channel and constantly supports the channel. It means a lot to me, and it does keep me going. Actually, it's all the positive comments I get from you guys, and the support through Buy Me a Coffees and through super chats like this, and just the general jumping on and interacting with me and the channel and the content. I really appreciate it, and big thanks to Trevor, but also to everyone as well for the constant support. It is amazing, and I really sincerely do appreciate it all. So, like I said before, I know there's lots of other channels out there and other content, which I'm sure most of us will subscribe to as well. But I really appreciate everyone's who's been supporting this channel for the length of time we've been going as well. So thank you all very much. Cool. Okay, I found my spot, and apologies for that if I've missed your comments again. It's just scrolled way ahead of me there, but now I'm back to yep. All right, I'm back to where I was. Cool. How can I catch you at a theme park? So I do my filming on a Saturday. I do rotate around the park. Sometimes I'll do 3 parks in a day. So yeah, I'm the guy that's running around with the hat on. If you're coming up from another part of Australia, what have you, just send me a message on Instagram. Usually the morning of on the Saturday morning or maybe the Friday night. Usually I'll know by then where I'm heading. And this is an event that's like Halloween event I'm going to or what have you. Other than that, yeah, you'll sort of spot me at 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 of the parks during the day on a Saturday. So always happy to stop and say hi. No problem whatsoever. Happy to get photos. No problem at all. Enjoy it. It's good. Am I subscribed to the Movie World TikTok? Yes, I am. $10 a month comes out. All right. Bodie's saying that the movie might even invite out some subscribers to experience the Scooby and Wizard of Oz before they open to the public. That would be good if they could do that. Shame the SFC can only physically run on one train. We'll definitely have capacity issues. Okay, yes. Well, that's a good point. It could well be. We'll have to wait and see. Bringing the family up next week from Adelaide. Awesome. Stay at SeaWorld and do the theme parks. Thanks for your updates recently. Hey, my pleasure. Hope you have an awesome time. SeaWorld Resort's a great place to stay as well. Yeah, good location. There's good amenities there at the resort, and obviously nice and close to SeaWorld as well, and to Surfers Paradise, and pretty much everywhere in the Gold Coast. It's pretty awesome. I hope you just have an awesome time. All the way from Adelaide. That's awesome. I'd love to see Scooby back by this time next year. Definitely. Realistically, mid 25. Yeah, I think that's what we're thinking too. Mid 2025. Julie's saying I should do a review of Sky Point. Already done. So I actually did it as like a short video. When I'm playing my videos, I got to think about how it's going to come across. Is this going to come across boring? Not that the content's boring, as in not that the venue's boring. You got to think, how am I going to put it? I always think, how's this going to look on a video? So how am I going to put this together and make it look fun and exciting and catchy for people? So, but yeah, if you head back on through my shorts videos, you'll see one there on Sky Point as well. But yeah, it's definitely worth a visit for sure, and definitely on dusk. So go up there late afternoon where it's still light, and then as it gets darker, all the lights start coming on. The best time. A couple of drinks, beautiful. So just a hint from me. I love it at that time of day up there. Let me see. Will there be a CGI point of view of Jungle Rush? There will be. Hasn't officially been released yet. Have I been to Cedar Point? No, I haven't. Not yet. No, not yet. Been to Lonsbury Farm, Six Flags Magic Mountain in California, and Disney Universal. But yeah, I've only been to California a few times. Haven't been elsewhere in the States yet. Jet Game, he's heading over to, is it Cedar Point this year? Sounds cool. That's awesome. And more shows are needed at Dreamworld, definitely. What videos does Sky Voyager feature? So at the moment, it's Australia, but it's awesome. Skydiving. It starts off skydiving, actually, so it's pretty awesome. Just over was it hot air ballooning? I don't want to ruin it, but it is so worth it. It is such an awesome attraction. If you haven't done it, you have to do it. It blows your mind. It is next level, and it's pretty awesome. One thing you got to remember, though, if you're heading there soon, it's going on annual maintenance between the 4th of March through to the 28th of March. So just that period there will be closed. So 4th of March, 28th of March, Sky Voyager will be on maintenance. But yeah, outside of that, got to check it out. I think last year they had a different movie in there, like Under the Sea type movie. And then the year before they had like a USA movie, I think in the mornings, and then they ran the Australian one in the afternoon. And the USA one was awesome as well. So they do a few different things now and then in there as well, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Australian Theme Parks channel. I stopped at Movie World on Friday in the morning before heading to SeaWorld for Carnival. and it was unbelievably quiet. Yeah, I was there Saturday, and it was ghost town. I did Green Lantern once and DC Rivals around 7 times during those 2 hours. Yeah, yeah, that was the thing. Like on Saturday morning, it was 25-minute wait. DC Rivals, and I think Green Lantern was like 15 to 20-minute waits. It's pretty good. So yeah, at the moment, theme parks or Village Road. Actually, I was again at Movie World, and it was really dead up until I left there about 1 o'clock. Went to Dreamworld. Man, Dreamworld was pumping. Dreamworld was humming. Everywhere was busy. The whole park was busy, and I walked the whole park because I always do get my fitness in as well. But I always go right down the animals corroboree down the back, and it was busy down there. It was busy everywhere. It was awesome to see because not that long ago it was the other way around. I'll tell you what, Dreamworld is really getting the people back there, and it is the place to visit. Amazing and really cool to see. Plus, with the night markets going on this weekend, they also just gone. They had the 3x3 EXC basketball on as well, which I managed to watch a fair bit of that. Actually, it was really awesome to see, and that is also featured in my Dreamworld video that I released yesterday. If you haven't seen it yet, jump on, check it out. You can check out some of the basketball in there. It was pretty amazing. Teams from around the world, and the guys were just, man, it's such a fast. That version is just fast. It's quick, and yeah, it's so cool. I was watching this Japanese guy, just his basketball skills. I got on the video. It was just crazy. Yeah, it was just unbelievable. It was so good. It was so good. We'll be in Gold Coast next week. Subscriber from Melbourne. Jean, is it Jean? Jean N or Jean N? I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your time up here from Melbourne. I think you guys are having extremely hot weather down there right now, so you probably come up here to cool off a bit. It's only 30 up here, but I think you guys are getting 40s, aren't you? So, it's terrible actually what's been happening with the fires down there too. So, sincere thoughts go out to everyone who's impacted actually by that. It's devastating to see. I don't think Wednesday is going to be great this week from what I heard on the news as well. So please get to safety. Buildings can be replaced, but people's lives are number one. White Christmas, I had the biggest whinger next to us. Whinger next to us, where people were trying to get through behind her or in front, and she was doing the wife's head in. Yes, sometimes those events test people's patience as well, don't they? It's hot, it's crowded, people pushing, yeah, and that's just trying to get in the front gate. But anyway, it's the nature of the beast sometimes. I might be going to White Christmas this year for the first time. Definitely worth it. I hope you do go and get there. It is worth it. Gold Coast Party Bus. Best spot is BTW Ice Cream. BTW, what's that? BTW Ice Cream Shop. I'm not sure which one. Is that Dreamworld? Must be. And Jaggs Buy Me a Coffee location. Yeah. Apologies if I didn't get that. which ice cream shop? I think BTW. I've either got a mind blank or I'm not picking up what you're putting down. So sorry about that, John. But yeah, they have awesome ice creams at Dreamworld and SeaWorld and Movie World. They all have awesome ice creams. What will replace the vintage cars? We just spoke about that before. We don't know. So once they clear that land down there, we don't know what the plan is. But there no doubt will have some kind of plan for that. When we do know, we'll let you know, of course. We'll definitely let you know. Motor coaster is second worst after is it Goderix? I'm not sure if I can pronounce that right either. Yeah, I have heard a few, reviews around the theme park world about motor coaster. it should be changed. Motor coaster should be changed to old school bikes like what's in Indiana Jones. That'd be cool. That would be awesome. Theming would be similar to vintage cars. Yeah, right. Yeah, it would be too. That would be cool. So definitely could do something with the theming there on the motor coaster. Be cool if the entire train was sidecars as well. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Definitely, that would be cool. And it'll be all themed. If they like Michael was saying, they theme them to like the Indiana Jones style of bikes. That would be pretty cool. That would look awesome. They should put a big log flume into the vintage car spot. Yeah, it'd be so cool to see something like that, a water ride again, wouldn't it? It'd be so good. Never know, they might do that. You just never know. I wish Dreamworld bring back the paddle steamer boat. Yeah, they won't be bringing that one back because that one fell to pieces, so it got destroyed in the end. But it'd be great if they did put something else there for sure. Yeah, it would be awesome to see something going around there again. It just adds, again, a different element to the park and atmosphere, right? Something else to do as well. Maybe Movie World's just waiting for a return label to post back the Doomsday Destroyer. Yeah, maybe they are. Maybe got lost in the post as well. That's a good one. Did the new hotel get approved next to Dreamworld? I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so. But I think Dreamworld's got some other plans for some other type of accommodations nearby. But as far as the Movie World hotel, that's gone quiet. So I don't know really what's happening with that one there at all. Yeah, really not sure. Be interesting though. So Dreamworld needs a Rivers of America like Disneyland. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. It would just add so much more atmosphere and excitement and life to that area, right? That would be so cool. Simply Chloe. Hello, Jaggs. I went to Dreamworld on Wednesday last week. It was super fun. Went with my family. Steel Taipan. Gave my mum a free chiropractor lesson. That's cool. I'm glad you had an awesome time at the theme parks, and yeah, I'm glad your mum got her back sorted out on the Steel Taipan. I hope you just had an awesome time though, because those rides are awesome, and creating memories. That's what it's all about. I'm glad you had an awesome time. Adventures of King Dougie. G'day, mate. How are you? Good to see you there. The most modern Vekoma I have been on was Space Mountain in Hong Kong Disneyland, built in 2005. And how was it? Was it awesome? I've been on Space Mountain in Disneyland, but not Hong Kong. So the original Disneyland in Anaheim, which made me feel sick because I got disorientated on that one because it was dark and strobes everywhere and everything like that. So Caleb's looking forward to all the new Vekoma rides. Should be good, absolutely. I hope to go to Six Flags Great Adventure before anything happens to King Dakar. Yeah, good point. Yes, indeed. King Dakar, yes, that would be one to ride for sure. For sure. Yes, Gold Coast Party Bus. Yeah, Movie World location for White Christmas. Now I got another super chat there from Master Yoshi Camps. Thank you very much. He's saying, they are saying thanks for the Aussie World review. We enjoyed it. Hey, no worries at all. Yeah, been there a few times. Really enjoy Aussie World. It's a cool park, and if anyone listening here has never been to Aussie World, you got to go up there to the Sunshine Coast. It's only about an hour and 45 minutes drive from the Gold Coast, roughly, maybe 2 hours max, but it's pretty good drive, pretty easy drive as well. And Aussie World has a lot to offer. And I'll tell you what, they're also putting in new things in that park as well. So I love going there. I don't go up, I don't frequent it very often. I do go up probably maybe 2 or 3 times a year, maybe more, depending if I visit on their night events or anything like that as well. But yeah, great park. They got a lot to offer in there. I always enjoy going to Aussie World, and the team there, by the way, the management team are really nice as well, and have been very kind to us. We've been doing Aussie World videos for quite a few years now, and got a good relationship with the guys up there. So yeah, definitely get back and support Aussie World if you haven't done that. I'm glad you enjoyed the review I did the last. Excuse me, I'm not sure which one you watched. Hopefully, the last one where I was on the Dingo Racer. Had on ride POV as well. Very, very spinny ride, but pretty cool nonetheless. Yeah, and they got some really good rides there. A lot of the spinny rides there, I can't do them all because I'm not great on spinny rides. Some I can handle. SX 360 is pretty crazy. I wasn't allowed to film actually on it. That was the only ride they said no to film on, which is I was a little bit disappointed because just not long before that we were able to film on the basically identical ride at Rainbow's Inn in Auckland. Different park, I get it, but same ride essentially. And they actually, when I was on that one, Stratosphere at Rainbow's End, you can check the video out by the way, Rainbow's End, and you'll see the Stratosphere on there. I got a GoPro of me on the ride. They ran the ride on extreme mode. There's 2 modes, and they ran it longer just for me. So, of course, just for me, after I got off the ride, I had to sit for an hour and recover. But anyway, it was a cool ride. So, it's cool. Anyway, yeah, thanks again, Master Yoshi Camps. I really, really appreciate you doing the super chat there as well. And I'm glad you enjoyed watching the Aussie World video. So, thank you very much for that. Do you recommend Gold Coast? Last April, I'm Tasmanian and want nice weather, not too hot. Yeah, April's a good time. It's still kind of warmish here, but it is probably that sort of last go of the hot weather kind of thing. So it won't be too hot though. It shouldn't be, but again, I was saying before, the weather can be very, very weird here in the Gold Coast or Queensland this year. Tornadoes and God knows what's been going on. So usually it's pretty good though. So yeah, good time of year to visit for sure. Most definitely. What do we got here? Where did the old surf rider at Dreamworld? Sorry, and where the old surf rider is at Dreamworld? It's where they should put a dive coaster. Surf rider. Yeah. So yeah, that's still there. Well, it's actually still in behind that wall. So but you're right, and behind there, there's definitely space for something like that. They do need to think about a couple of other coasters. I think we've spoken about it also on our podcast as well. And yeah, I think a dive coaster would go well there, really well, for sure. Master Yoshi Camps again. If you go on a Wednesday or Thursday, it's usually pretty quiet at Aussie World. The money is so worth it. Yeah, the Mayhem horror walkthrough is very scary. Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, that's open all year round. It's a horror walkthrough, kind of like scare maze, and it's awesome. I actually really enjoyed it, and yeah, it's good. Every time I go, it's never a letdown. So that's good bit of intel there. So thank you for that. So if you're heading to Aussie World and you want to go on a Wednesday or Thursday and it's pretty quiet, it's worth doing. Just check out the park hours on the website before you go up there. Make sure you got the right time of the day it's open. I think their days are a little shorter, so just check that out. And thanks for that. That's awesome. Have you seen the new Top Thrill 2? Yeah, I have seen that on YouTube. It's pretty awesome. Thanks to that coach that gave me my most viewed video. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. That is cool. Space Mountain at Hong Kong Disney was rethemed to Star Wars. Ah, right. So much fun, but as you say, it was a little disorientating. It's a trap. Yeah, yeah. I don't like getting disorientated on rides. I do tend to feel crook at the end of that. That's interesting though. So Master Yoshi Camps, I'm in Advanced Town near the Hens Dam, and the weather has been unusually hot and humid. Yeah, definitely right. It is very, very hot and humid here, and it's strange for the Gold Coast. Really strange. Cool. Now, what else did I have to go through, guys? I think we spoke about most things just during our chat there. We've sort of covered off a fair few things. So, yeah, Dreamworld also having another event coming up. So you should always check out Dreamworld's Night Markets Facebook page, because there's a lot of events that they actually have at Dreamworld during the night markets, not just themed events. They do have those also, but for example, last weekend they had the 3x3 EXE basketball competitions on. That was awesome to watch that in the convention center. That was actually free. It was included with your tickets. And that was cool to watch that. It's a fast sport. Yeah, really enjoyed that. But what they do have coming up is they have a wrestling event coming up. So with this one, though, it is actually a ticketed event. So even though you can go into the Dreamworld Night Markets free if you're a pass holder, or $2 if you're not, to get into the wrestling, it is a separate ticketed event. So if you go onto Dreamworld Night Markets Facebook page, there's a separate link there that takes you to the ticketing website for the wrestling. I think it's $25 general admission for adults. I think kids were, I had it written down. I think it was $12 or something like that. Kids a bit cheaper. If you want ringside, it's $30. So, and that's in about 2 weeks' time. So that's something that's cool that's happening there. Just let you know, Shockwave is going down on annual maintenance from the 27th of February to the 18th of March. All right. So just so you know, Shockwave, 27th of Feb to 18th of March, down on maintenance. Sky Voyager, we mentioned it before, 4th of March to the 28th of March on maintenance. Tailspin is currently on maintenance, reopens on the 27th of Feb, which is really cool. And the vintage cars, I covered this off in the video, they have extended the vintage cars closure. So it was supposed to open on the 27th of this month, February. But of course, every week we've been checking the area and there's been no progress. So it's now been announced that will reopen on the 27th of April. All right, so after Easter and everything. But vintage cars due to open 27th of April at this point in time. That might change. It might get extended out again. You never know. Depends. Excuse me. Depends on what they find and how long it takes to completely fix everything up down there. But at least we will still be able to ride the vintage cars, original vintage cars again before they close at the end of the year. Before the new version opens in Murrissippi Motors. So everyone will just love to get that last ride in on those vintage cars. Cool. So other than that, yeah, Rivertown is progressing very quickly, and we'll keep our weekly updates going on that. We spoke about Top Golf at the beginning. Again, it reopened last Friday night. I was there for the opening night with Riley from That's So Mid, Adrian from AU Theme Park Fan, and Dane from Dane's Theme Park Life. We were all there, had an awesome time. I did drop a video as well. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on the channel. Check that one out. And it's not a boring video. Some people think, oh, a golf video. But no, obviously I make my videos a certain way to try and make it interesting, fun, snappy. So check it out. Let me know in the comments what you think of the video. If you enjoyed the video as well, that would be appreciated if you let me know that. It's always harder making a video like that. I tried to make that one just a bit different as well, a bit more relaxed, if you like, to sort of, I guess, almost like you were there watching the golf as well, there as well. So had a few drinks and some food and all that as well. Cool. We covered off Movie World. Again, we got Superman, Batwing, and Doomsday reopening on the 30th of March, just in time for Easter, which is great. Speed Force, we don't know when that's reopening, but it's progressing, which is good. Not much happening at SeaWorld. We talked about Vortex. I'm not sure what's going on there. Carnival's finished. Hopefully you got along to a Carnival event. Aquacolor Light Show was amazing. Again, we touched on that. It was so good. Nothing much else happening at SeaWorld at the moment. But just a reminder too, we just touched on it just a second ago, with the podcast that I'm involved with. So the Theme Park Cartel. So it's myself, Adrian from AU Theme Park Fan, and Riley from That's So Mid. So we're the Theme Park Cartel. We run a podcast every 2 weeks. And we are recording again this week, so that the next episode will be out at the end of this week. And by the way, if you want to ask a question and actually have your voice on the podcast, we ask that you record through your phone voice recorder. So both Samsungs and Apple phone have voice recorders. I'm sure all the other brands have them too. Record something. So it might be a review of just a quick review of a ride or something you've experienced at a theme park. It might be a question for each of us or one of us or some of us. It might be something you've seen mentioned about a theme park overseas or here in Australia, whatever. So obviously keep the content theme park related, obviously, and record that and then email it to us. Now our email is the theme park cartel, and that's cartel with a C. So the theme park cartel at hotmail.com. You'll need to email that in before 5 p.m. this coming Wednesday. All right. So you got probably a day or so to think of something and record and then email that in. And then we'll actually play your question of you talking on the podcast, and then we'll answer your questions on there as well. So, again, big thanks to everyone who's been supporting us three on the Theme Park Cartel podcast as well. We're getting quite a lot of followers on that, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback for our podcast. So, again, a big thanks to everyone who's tuning in. You can listen to our podcasts on all major streaming platforms. Spotify is obviously the most common one out there that most people are sort of using as well. It's on that one too. But yeah, appreciate that fortnightly podcasts. And yeah, appreciate again everyone's support for that as well. Also, just want to touch base on my merch. Again, I mentioned in the videos. Big thank you to everyone who's been on the website and who's made some purchases with the Jaggs Journeys merch. Can't thank you enough for supporting and wanting to wear the merch around in the parks and all that as well. So, again, if you haven't seen that yet, it's the website is jaggsjourneys.deco-apparel.com. All right, so jaggsjourneys.deco-apparel.com. If you just head over to my last, actually, what video was it? My Dreamworld video that I did Rivertown update just yesterday. I actually did a feature of the merch on there. There's a QR code that'll pop up on the screen. You can scan. It'll take you straight to the website as well. So again, big thank you just for the support and for the purchases. Keep in mind too, I mentioned it before. The company doing that for me, they hold the blank stock, and then when you choose the design you want, they then produce that. So there's a 7-day production time. Then they post it out after that. So just a reminder of that. So if you're getting a bit excited and anxious and going, "Where's my purchase?" They got to sort of make it first, or print it first, and then post it out. All right. So it's just a little bit of a time delay there, but everyone's been receiving their orders, and so far everyone's been happy, including myself. I bought something as well to make sure the quality was where I wanted it to be, and it is. So yeah, it's awesome. So thanks again for the support with the merch. Greatly appreciated. All right, now I've missed a few more comments and a few more have come through. So thank you all. Let me just have a quick drink. Nearly spilt it. All right. Now, where was I at? Here we go. Okay. Has anyone ridden the Joker? So the Joker, I guess we're talking about, is the one that they have at the Eka, called the Joker, kind of like the SX360 pendulum ride. And unless you're talking about DC Rivals Hypercoaster, which a lot of people call the Joker because of the face on there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably you're talking about the one at the Echo that goes around the fun fairs. And I tell you what, I've got actually a video of that one on my channel as a short, and I actually think it's on TikTok as well. So, and yeah, that was that's a crazy ride, but yeah, not one for me because again, I've been on those rides before, like, and I have filmed on the rides on a lot of those too, but they do make me feel a bit sick. So I'm not a big fan of them particularly. But James is saying a friend went on the old Buzzsaw down at Gombaya World in Melbourne. Not sure what it's rebranded as. So it's now called Project Zero, kind of like a space launch, I suppose. And I tell you what, I went on it last year. And again, if you jump onto my Gombaya World video on the channel, I've got on ride POV as well. They've done such an amazing job of the restoration of that ride. Excuse me. And they've completely redone it, rethemed it as well, and it's so smooth and it rides different as well. I actually really enjoy it. I didn't really like the Buzzsaw when it was the Buzzsaw, but I really enjoy Project Zero. So definitely, if you're heading to Victoria, go to Gombaya World, and I'd recommend going in summer when the water park's open as well. It's such an awesome water park, really awesome water park as well. TNT is an awesome coaster, which is the same family suspended coaster that's coming to Movie World for the Flight of the Wicked Witch. Same coaster. But yeah, Project Zero, awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Really like Gombaya World in Victoria. Well worth the trip down. Yep, definitely. Even in winter. Yeah, I mean, it's worth going no matter what. Carly said she watched my Top Golf video. It was really fun to watch and was so funny. Thank you for that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And like I was saying before, I tried to make it like that rather than just people going, oh, a golf video. Like, not everyone's into watching golf, or I know it's a driving range. It's a bit different, but yeah, I made that video a bit more fun, a bit more punchy. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I hope everyone else who hasn't watched it yet jumps on and watches it. You should enjoy it. It's not a long video either. Yeah, everyone that's has watched it, who's made a comment, it's been positive. So thank you for that. Schooners Bunch. Hey guys, good to see you as usual. Your Top Golf video was great. Did you aim for the cart when it was on the course picking up the balls? Yeah, I actually got to hit that, didn't I? So actually, the funny thing was when I hit the cart, I got 15 points. Go figure, right? I don't know how that worked, but yeah, that's crazy. Ethan Starr, mate, thank you so much for the super chat. That is very kind of you to super chat, and I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Thank you for joining my YouTube live stream. It's greatly appreciated, and yeah, it's a pleasure having you here. And I really do appreciate the super chat. Muchly appreciated. I don't see there's a question associated there. Mate, feel free if you've got any questions, pop a question in there, or feel free to send us a message on Instagram as well. I do answer. I will answer all the questions that come through on all my social media and YouTube. Where possible, I will always answer. So pretty interactive with you guys on all that stuff. So thank you, Ethan. I really, really appreciate it. It's very kind of you, and I'm glad you could make it on tonight as well. When's the merch dropping? Merch is dropped. So, yep, head to jaggsjourneys.deco-apparel.com. jaggsjourneys.deco, that's DECO-apparel.com. Right there, you're about to get yourself some Jaggs Journeys merch. Luke is a Jet 23. Is the Australian Outback spectacular for children, or is it appropriate for adults and couples? Look, it is a family restaurant. I want to say a family restaurant. Let's be more specific. Probably not for kids really young. But if your kid can sit there and watch a show and eat, and if they'll be fine. If they're a kid that I don't know, everyone's different, right? Some kids can't sit still for long. They want to scream, and that probably not for them, because there's quite a few. Whilst the show is spectacular and there's lots of noise and show and lights, there's certain parts of the show that are dead silent because of the narrative of the story at the time, what's going on, and you can hear a pin drop. There's that much silence, but that's the scene that's happening in that arena with the and it's like it's dark and there's a spotlight and there's a horse and then there's the stockman or stockwoman and there's a moment, and that's the moment they want you to be in. So if there's just a kid screaming, it's it kind of ruins that, and it's just kids are kids, right? But yes, kids go. So again, it's in a okay. The easiest thing to explain this, like I keep saying, if you on this channel, I have a video. So we've done Australian Outback Spectacular. All right. So and again, I don't just sit there and film the whole show. I cover off a bit of everything to give you a good scope of the show, of the evening, and what the venue was like, and bits and pieces of the show. So I had permission to do some filming inside the show. So we don't want to ruin anything, but we do want to at least show, hey, it is spectacular. There is projection mapping going on. The sound is amazing. The set's amazing. Like the arena is amazing. Incredible. The food is amazing. 3-course meal, included drinks included with that. It's really an awesome night out, and it's one that you take your grandparents to as well. Like the content is family and for everyone. So yes, take your kids, but again, just probably not the really young ones who want to just scream and wiggle around. I mean, it's just because it is a bit more of a sit down 3-course dinner and a show. It's a little bit more, but families go. Yeah, like kids, I guess, I don't know, most kids can sit there and watch something from the age of about 5 or 6 maybe, or around that age, 7. I don't know. They'll be fine. They'll be fine, and they'd really enjoy it actually. And I'm not sure if they still have it. They did have a part there where they actually had a bit of interaction. They got some kids involved, and they get them on the arena there, and it's a bit of fun. So they do things like that as well. Definitely worth it though. Again, I don't know the ages of your children, but check out my video. That'll give you a good scope of it. And if they're sort of not too young, then I'd say yes, definitely. Night out there would be wonderful, and you'd all enjoy it. So, I hope that's answered your question. There we go. What else we got? Okay. Would love a Spotify playlist with all your music tracks that you use in your videos. I'm a massive bass head, and they slap. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, possible. I mean, I use music that's I actually pay for the license for to use all of that music on there, and there's a lot of different genres on there as well. Yeah, I like I like most music actually, but particularly upbeat, bit of house, bit of hip hop, R&B, anything like that. That's sort of my style, and yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoys the videos and what music I put in. I don't know if I could put together a playlist. Is just a lot of tracks I use, and obviously I repeat some tracks because they're popular. They fit a lot of different videos, but I do try and mix it up a lot. So also, they don't always release new tracks every week either. So I got to kind of keep searching for new stuff, but sometimes the editing takes a long time because I'm trying to find the right music to make sure. And often I'll watch my video back and go, nah, I'm not happy with that music. I'll take it out and I'll keep searching for more music until I find the right one. So yeah, I guess I'm a bit fussy when it comes to what I'm releasing, but I want it to be good. I'm not the expert. I'm not the pro by any means, but I'm glad you guys enjoy it. That's the main thing. I collect bottles and cans to save up to buy a cap. I do. If you're wanting an embroidered cap, by the way, so these ones are. I don't know if you can tell that that's actually 3D. That's raised. I'm not selling this version because this is expensive, and this particular hat's really expensive. So I've got just a sort of a cheaper, still a black cap like this, similar to this, and it's got the embroidered logo, but it's not puffed. It's just a flat one. Still a nice hat, but I'm doing those for $25 plus postage. Now postage has just gone up. Was 10, it's about $11 or $12 now. So if you're wanting those ones, you'll need to contact me directly through Instagram, all right, on direct messenger, and just ask about that. All right. So, and then we can just do it and post it out, and just like a bank transfer for the money, just through, just your bank transfer. So on the website that I've got, jaggsjourneysgc.apparel.com, all the printed stuff's on there. So there is a couple of, there's a trucker hat just with a print of the logo. There's a bucket hat also with a print of the logo, but it's all print stuff. However, I am working with the supplier at the moment to try and get them to do some embroidered hats for me. I'd have to, it's just something that they don't sort of do, but I'm working out where if I got them to make some, because they can do embroidery, but with their website service, it's just print to order. So I'm trying to get them to do one where if I buy or get 10 made at a time, and then they sell the 10, then I make another, get them to make another 10, then they can sell the 10. They're just working through some back of house stuff to try and get that to work for me. I'll let you know when that happens, but at the moment it's just embroider through me, print through the other one. So, but appreciate your support. Always appreciate the support. You weren't worried about getting hit by other golfers at Top Golf? There was a couple nearby that when they hit the board did sort of hit the up into the bays. And didn't get hit, so that was okay. But not everyone's a golfer, and again, you don't have to be. It's just a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun, and so it's a social night out. It's what it is. It's a social night out. It's good fun. Is there something to stop another person's ball from hitting you? So no, not really. If they're gonna if they're gonna hit it wrong, and I mean they're next to you, so 99% of the people are gonna hit it out into the field. It's only probably a small 1%, but I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think it probably doesn't happen that often. Maybe occasionally, but I don't think it would really happen too often. So you should be fine. You should be fine. Are you excited about seeing random new signs on the street, or just at the theme parks? Oh, made me excited with your seabed splash zone. love the theme park passion. Thank you. Yes, I love signs actually. As you can see. As you can see. But no, so when you visit so often, so frequent, you tend to notice something new. And the reason why I pointed that out is it definitely is new, and just the actual wasn't just a plain sign, that just the actual artwork around the top of the sign, and then a little Dreamworld logo, like a steel plate thing. It just looked really nice, and a bit of effort went into it. So I thought I'd point that out. Always trying to point out new things. But if they put a lick of paint on something, some people might point that out, but I don't really bother about it. New lick of paint. Have you been to the Illusions Magic Show in Surfers Paradise? We haven't been yet, but we hear good things about it. Okay, so I've been. So Matt Hollywood, that runs that, he originally, and he still has his original site out at Santry Cove. So Illusions Magic Show at Santry Cove, at the Santry Cove Theatre out there. So I've been to that one. seen his show. Incredible, absolutely incredible. You must go and see his show. The one in Surfers or the one in Century Cove, doesn't matter. One in Surfers is his newest location. It's only been open, I think, a few months now. And it's sort of located above Cavill Lane. So near the Hilton Hotel. All right. It's upstairs. Definitely worth it. It is. This guy, he's an amazing illusionist. But not only that, he's a really amazing entertainer as well. So he entertains you the whole night. He is awesome. Like, I can't rave about it enough. It's a night you won't forget. So spend the money, go and enjoy. Go and see. It's an illusionist, and he is incredible. Like, next level illusionist. So you got to see it. Definitely, you're hearing good things about it. It's all true. Go and book. I think you book that one. I think it's on Ticket Tech. I think, but if you just search, I could be wrong there. Actually, if you just search illusions magic show, his name is Matt Hollywood, and check it out. You can definitely get along to that. Legend Jingle saying they've cancelled their movie world passes as they're fed up with how poorly they treat the customers and how lazy and crap the park is. I have given my loyalty to Dreamworld. Fair call. Yeah, look, I mean, I'm hearing you there. I mean, I'm there pretty often, so we can see from time to time the amount of sometimes things that are down, and I actually hear people's conversations as they, just random people as they're walking past, and it's quite often about, oh, this is down, this is closed, anything open here. And I think, it is disappointing if you've come all the way from wherever you've come from and spending all the money and not getting things. But, every park around the world also does have ride maintenance. It's part of what happens. It's normal for theme parks. But look, I think, they could probably have a look at the feedback and make some improvements to maybe certain parts of the park with service or what have you. But, again, I'm there often and I don't see too much. Well, I really don't see a lot of bad things happening at all. It's just, I guess I'm kind of used to knowing, okay, certain things might not be open or things are going to be down. But they do a good job, with their events, and the entertainment team are amazing, I feel anyway. Nowhere's going to be perfect, but, fair call to, I think, giving Dreamworld your loyalty. I can understand that there's a lot going on there, and they're going leaps and bounds. So fair call. How did I come up with the name Jaggs Journeys, mate? My last name is Jaggs, and I'm on my journeys. I did download the old intro music and listen to that sometimes. Thanks, Ryder. Actually, I was flicking through some tracks and I came across it myself the other day, and then I think my wife was watching some old videos, and then obviously the old intro track came on. Yeah, it was a good track. It was catchy, right? It was pretty cool. But I ran that track for so long, and I just wanted to change it up. And I'm happy with the current one at the moment, so it'll stay for now. Hey, Straws, thanks for jumping on again, mate. Do you think they'll ever fix the effects at the Wild West Falls? Well, funny you say that. Maybe a few months ago now, it looked like everything was fixed. We were like going, hey, this is great, and then it looks like certain things aren't working again. And then I think the inside part there was a couple of things missing from inside the mountain as well, which, yeah. So it's the thing, it's the upkeep of those effects. Just, would Disney let that go to that level? And probably not. So they need to keep on top of that stuff. I know it's a cost. Maybe it's a parts thing, or maybe it's hard to get. I don't know, but yeah, it would be nice if they would. You'll see it from time to time. Things will get fixed, and then they'll be good for a while, but then something will happen again. I think it's just the nature of the beast a little bit there too. They keep extending the vintage car reopening date. They put a date and that did not happen. Do you think they won't bother now? No. So I guess they needed to put a tentative date, right? But as we've seen, every week we've gone and checked it. I think the job was bigger than they thought. So it's been extended for 2 more months. So till the end of April now. So 27th of April, that's due to reopen. And providing, they don't find more issues or what have you. So it will definitely reopen again. They will bother opening it. And the reason why they will bother is because people still want to ride that original vintage car before they do close for good, before the new ones open at Murrissippi Motors. So they won't just pull the pin on now, because a lot of people will be like, I wanted to ride them one last time. And that's what's, they know that. So it'll open just at this point in time, end of April. Might push out a little longer. Yeah, it might even go sooner than that. So we'll keep our eye on it, of course, and let you know. Legend Jiggle, the staff make the place so depressing as well, and they really show it. You're talking movie world again. I don't know. Maybe is it the heat? Maybe people are like, the heat drags you down a bit. But you're right. When you're working in a place that is a happy place, you do have to put on, when you walk through the front gate, you take off that hat that's at home, all my problems hat, you hang it up, you put on your work hat. Right, I'm on my work mode now, and here's the smile. I'm on stage. That's the analogy. They're on stage. Smile, be happy, create that environment, no matter what's going on in your life outside. As soon as they've swiped off and finished for the day, and they take that work hat off and put their, normal life hat back on, they can go back to their normal self. But yes, at a place like that, particularly any retail or hospitality, they all should be considered as on stage when they're serving customers, right? That's why we pay money to go and experience things and enjoy places. It's the service you receive. It's what keeps you coming back as well. Look, I know they're pretty big on it there, but again, someone has to be driving that culture, I guess, or that service level through the teams there. And, years gone by, I know they had like mystery shopper type people that would come in and give feedback and scores and things like that. I don't know if that's still happening or not. Maybe not. But anyway, yeah, they probably do, need to lift the game a little bit with the service. But I tend to get pretty good service from anywhere I've been. And I mainly frequent the coffee shop and the food places and the drink stands mainly. That's I guess on the most part. But yeah, it's disappointing if you've had bad service. I would definitely email them though, and maybe give them some specific examples, because if it's something that's happened a few times, they probably need to know about it. So just an email saying, hey, just letting you know, had some interaction with team members in this location, and this is what happened, and this was the day I was there. Just wanted to tell you so you could address it with the team to hopefully increase the guest experience for future guest visits. I'm not trying to sort of like put anyone in trouble, but I think it's important to provide the feedback. So up to you if you want to do that or not, but I would recommend it. At least then it gets off your chest as well, and then hopefully some improvements actually get made in the park. The last screen of the Wild West, with the voice is broken for 3 years. Yeah, that's the one piece of that Wild West Falls ride that you're right, hasn't been fixed. A lot of the other Ghost Town tricks and effects are working. Most of them are working. They weren't working for so long as well. But yeah, that inside one, that's true. That hasn't been working for a long time. A long time. And writers saying the same sort of thing. Disney definitely put in the effort. Yeah, they do. They put in the effort. What would Disney do? That's what That's what they're saying should be. What would Disney do? Would they fix this or would they leave it? Anyway, let's hope that those things get fixed up. Ryder also said he was there on Saturday and they were back on again. So some of the effects. So yeah, I think it's a bit hit and miss sometimes. But I don't think the last screen with the before the drop has been, like you said, straws. It hasn't been working for a while. So possibly that one is not working again. Why doesn't the Sky Voyager run 2 movies during the day? Yeah, they do at certain times. So good question. And yeah, so last year they ran like an Under the Sea type. It was kind of an animated one. Well, I didn't really enjoy it that much, but they ran that a certain half of the day, and then they ran the normal one. And then when they had the USA one, they ran the USA one, I think, in the morning, and then the Australian one in the afternoon. I like that because it does make you go back there twice in the one day, and it's 2 different experiences. But I think changing it out, not just that simple, because obviously there's I think some programming involved. I mean, they can do it, but yeah. Let's just hope they do bring back maybe the USA one again, because that was cool. That was cool. As the ride, it's the ride staff who really do it. They made a rude comment to my friend who has bad hearing and had to take his hat off on DC Rivals, and they called him deaf and stuff. Oh, geez. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's not good. So again, I feel that probably need to address that with the park, just on an email to their guest services, and they would normally pass that on to their operations management, who would probably look at the date and the time you were there and talk to the people on about not doing that, obviously. So yeah, sorry to hear that you've had some bad experiences there. Hopefully they get that sorted. Kobe's asking me, do I like Shepherd? I do, actually. Yes, I do like Shepherd. And it was awesome seeing them at Movie World when they were here before they moved to the States. So, yeah, so cool. And there is a video. If you haven't seen it, Kobe, go check it out. It's on, yeah, it's on, I think I did a short for that, actually. It's on there. Cool. Yeah, cool. All right. So I think, guys, we're pretty much there, and we've been going for 2 hours, just over 2 hours, actually. So, Straws is saying he also had a bad experience there at Movie World. Again, I would always suggest, if you're having a bad experience with a team member or any of the parks, just go to guest services and just let them know what happened. That's what that's there for as well. And just, go in there and just say, hey, I just want to bring something to your attention. Don't feel it was appropriate. Can you please pass it on to the management of who looks after the rides? Person needs to be spoken to. Behavior needs to be addressed, and they will address it. They do take it seriously. So, but if they don't not told, they can't fix it. So, important to pass that on, I think, definitely. When's the Roxy movie getting changed for the next movie? Not sure. It's definitely Scoob 4D is still on, and probably will be for a little while, I'd say. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. Hang on, thanks, Jaggs, for answering the questions and answers and bringing us the latest all the parks. My pleasure. That's what we're here for. I love interacting with you guys. Appreciate all the interaction as well. Appreciate the support, like I've said, on the channel, for watching the videos. Make sure you're subscribed. Free to subscribe. Tell your friends, subscribe to Jaggs Journeys. We're going to grow the channel and provide you a lot more content moving forward as well. So, thank you again, everyone, for jumping in on the live tonight. Again, Mondays. So usually 8 p.m. Queensland time. Tonight it was 7:30. I wanted to jump on just a little bit earlier tonight. Was hoping to finish a little bit earlier, but we didn't do that either. So that's okay. Appreciate the interaction. We've had lots of awesome interaction tonight. So again, I really thank you all for jumping on, and I hope everyone has an awesome week ahead. Someone's just asking about the flash ride. When's it supposed to open? We're not sure. soon, is what we know. So we're thinking April to June, April, May, or June, possibly. So we'll keep an eye on that. So stay subscribed to Jaggs Journeys, and we'll certainly provide you the updates as soon as we know. You'll know. Awesome. But yeah, everyone's saying good night. So thank you all for jumping on, spending time with us, me tonight on the live stream on your Monday night. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone has an awesome week ahead. Stay safe. Have an awesome weekend. Do some cool, fun stuff. And obviously, look out for another video from me over the next weekend. And we'll be here live again next Monday night as well. But that's it for now. Good night, everyone. And don't forget, we'll see you on the next journey. Oh, sorry. Straws just put in a super chat, mate. Thank you very much. I really appreciate, very, very muchly appreciate your support again for my channel. Always enjoy bumping into you at the parks when I do see you as well. But thank you, Straws. Thank you so much. It's very kind. And yeah, again, can't thank you enough. And everyone else who also made contribution tonight with super chats tonight. And there's been quite a few tonight. And I really appreciate everyone who's done that. Very kind. And again, I'm grateful. So thank you so much for your support. Can't thank you enough. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, and we'll see you on the next journey. Good night.